Watch with subtitles. One of the things with fairy logic is fairies, anything in nature has a purpose. And so, some water fairies, we know what they do. A certain, flowers that are with the moss or the tree bark or the sunrise or the snow or the whatever it may be. What is maleficent? The dog fae all of the different biomes, so they are from all over the world, and part of the reason they are big is because they travel across the world, cross the oceans, they move, they inhabit all lands. In a way, they represent Mother Nature, but in the big forms, in the earthquakes, in the snowstorm, and also in maybe some other big, beautiful way. But as we know all, Mother Nature can be absolutely stunning and glorious, and feed and set and protect, or it can absolutely destroy. And that's who the dog fae are. They are a part of that. Now let's learn with a clip. Scene A. One of the things with fairy logic is fairies, anything in nature has a purpose. A fairy is an imaginary creature with magic powers, usually represented as a very small person with wings. In some fantasy stories, fairies might also appear as these powerful but kind witches who help other characters in some way, like in Disney original Sleeping Beauty in the fairy godmothers. So here, Angelina started by saying that one of the particular thing about fairies is their relation with nature and how there is a purpose for each kind of fairy. And so some water fairies, we know that what they do, flowers that are with the moss or the tree bark or the sunrise, the snow, or whatever it may be. So she goes on to talk about these different things and how they are specific types of fairy related to each element. Moss is a very small green and yellow plant that grow especially on wet surfaces such as rocks, walls, and trees. Tree bark or just bark is the hard outer layer of a tree, as seen in this image, and normally covers the trunk bark. What is maleficent? The dog fae are of different biomes. Maleficent, other than being Angelina's character's name, causing harm and destruction. This word is not common. Evil is opposite of good. We usually think of villains as evil, wrong, immoral. The dog fae are the different biome. Fae is another way of fairy. This word have very different possible spellings. In Disney fantasy universe, dog fae are a type of fairy who are perceived as evil creatures. Also have a purpose to exist in representing different forces of nature, so they are not always bad. A biome is a region of the Earth's surface and the particular thing of climate. For example, forests, deserts, and the sea are types of biomes. They are from all over the world, and part of the reason they are very big. They travel across the world, across the oceans, they move, they inhabit all lands. If a place or a region is inhabited by a group of people or animals, they live there. These remote islands are inhabited. In a way, they present Mother Nature. Mother Nature is a way to refer nature, especially when considered more figuratively as a force that controls the weather. Did you notice the connected speech? In what she say, in a way they represent. It is very common that we reduce prepositions and articles, so the preposition in and the article almost says blend together in what sounds like one word, enough. Check out these other examples from Friends. It's potpourri, you're supposed to smell it. Well, that's like summer in a bowl. Look, I really need some help right now. Why did I have to speak in a British accent?